Welcome to Secret Talks. I'm your host, Michaell Magrutsche, here with Dr. Joen Painter and Hillary F. Brown. We are certified personal coaches that let you listen in on our private master sessions, where we discuss topics that come up with us or our clients. Episode 104, The Secrets About Dating Men. Okay, ladies, Hillary, how are you doing?
I'm doing really well. Thanks, Michael.
Joan?
Having a wonderful start.
I found out through the grapevine that you guys want to talk about something. What is that?
Let's talk about dating. Maybe you're recently single and you want to get out there. What is it that women should know about men?
There's a lot of ways.
Because men are totally simple.
No, they're not simple. That is the big misunderstanding. Men are more sensitive than
men are more sensitive, but women are the ones who want to talk about it and get information, and men don't.
It's not a men don't want to talk about it.
Not
They
all
don't
of
feel
them.
safe.
There's so many women who are looking for a man's perspective, Michael. What is it that attracts a man to a certain woman?
And nobody talks about that, and that's going to be a great podcast.
I want to know what it is, Michael, that you're thinking, what draws you to the woman that you decide to ask out.
So you basically want me to explain what goes on in a man's heart and his perception of a woman.
I'm interested in this information.
Everyone talks about what you need to do to get a woman's heart and how to court a woman and all that stuff. And actually, this should be a podcast that every man should listen to too, not just the woman. Woman come, if you respect me and you cherish me, then I respect you. You can't start a relationship like that. You have to respect each other.
Yeah.
And say, you know what, I think you're the greatest, Joan. And you should say, Michael, I think you're the greatest. And then we can start a relationship. If you, Michael, do everything for me and you kiss my ass and you buy my food and do this, then I can cherish and love you, that doesn't work. You need to respect the man for what he is. I'm saying not accept him, respect him for what he is. With all his foibles, men are so sensitive. They feel that because behind that man is a human being. Women are actually more attracted to the power versus to the look. They rather have a powerful man than a beautiful man. Versus men are more attracted to the looks than what power she has.
That's your interpretation? You think that women are more attracted to the power than the looks?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I know so.
I blew it then in my marriage.
No. Women are more attracted in general. What we talk is always general, and it's just our opinion. In general, women are attracted is if the man is self-sufficient, if the man is powerful, it has a power position in society, and or if the man is economically strong or has fame. So those are part of the attraction. I'm not saying they go only out with that, but that's very attractive, alluring to them. Like for a man, which doesn't mean being absolute, a good-looking woman is very attractive to them. Guys don't care if she's powerful or not, as long as she's hot, has chemistry with him, and pulls on his heartstrings, he's all yours.
Really? A guy doesn't care?
No. We talked about that. Doesn't care.
I know, but I still just...
How do you think why so many rich, powerful, or even normal men will marrying below them? They go to Mexico, they go to Russia, they don't care. They don't care if there's an accent that's annoying. He doesn't care. And when the woman knows how to pull on the heartstrings of a man, not manipulating him, but when she tells him that she loves him and gives him feedback what she likes, men are soft as butter. You can do with a man everything if you give him feedback what you like. If you don't come into, I deserve this, you need to do this for me, and you need to do this for me first so that I accept.
There are men out there who want powerful, successful women, and I've heard them say that they want them to make a certain amount of money. And I just think, that's interesting. You're very limiting yourself. That's cool if that's what you're looking for, but I think that's rare. I think they just want a lot more money, and it's just like greed kind of. Rare.
If you give me a choice between a powerful woman and a not powerful woman, doesn't matter. I like a powerful woman. My ego isn't threatened if the woman is smarter than me. I actually like it.
Yeah,
but obviously, if I have to choose, I'd rather want to have a wealthy, a powerful woman than not. There's a difference also what you want. If you are a romantic guy that wants to be with his woman on the weekend and has an 8-to-4 job, and he wants to be with his woman, he doesn't want a powerful woman that is never there. He wants to be with her. See, that's the funny thing that women don't understand. If I fall in love with you and then you come, obviously, as a woman, for her is important. Okay, so where's this going? What are we going to do? Can we move in together? And he's just negotiating that out with you and agreeing. But ultimately, the driver is he wants to be together with you. And if he falls out of love, he wants to get rid of everything else too. So as fast as he gets in and allows you to quote unquote manipulate him, it's not a manipulation. He agrees to all these things because the driver of the motivation is to have you.
What happens then with the guy that has made this big commitment that he wants to be with this woman for the rest of eternity and then all of a sudden ends up with the cold feet?
There's no rest of eternity with any man.
Really?
No. There's no rest of eternity. See, that's a woman's romance thought. No. As long
I don't know. I'm
as...
totally into that idea of like all relationships end, someone dies or whatnot. Some men are interested in the fairy tale. I've heard them talk about it. But that, again, we're generalizing.
But honestly, when I nail him down and say, as long as you are the same attractive, every relationship lasts forever.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You guys want the love, and it goes through stages, and you get old together and all that stuff, which is very romantic, and I kind of love that thinking. But, a guy, he is saying, as much as I love you right now, that's all I care. That's all I care. And if that lasts for 2 weeks or for the rest of our lives, that's fine. As long as we can keep that energy going the way it is. Can you see the difference in thinking? He is in love with you. That's primarily it. You are his sweetheart. You are his love. As long as this energy of you is his sweet love, you are his love, that's all he cares. If you push in from your side, which you care for, is, can I nest with this person forever? Is this a part of my team, like we said? Then everything's okay. If you say, hey, we want to do this forever, okay, because I have Google eyes right now.
Right, and so that's when the guys
Are we gonna buy a house? Okay.
Yeah, right. Anything goes. Making you happy.
Anything goes. You want kids? Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's true, 100%.
Yeah. You want to move to wherever? Okay.
Then there's many times when all of a sudden the guy's like, wait, I
really
don't want children. I really
absolutely not,
don't.
because he hasn't even thought about it.
Yeah, and all of a sudden now they've made all these plans and stuff, and then the guy's like,
exactly. And
this isn't what I was
believing. Jump off the wagon. And then people say, oh, men are shallow. No, they are not shallow. It's just the preference is the emotion, the love, the excitement of life that he has with you. And there's a lot of people, they love their wives, and even if their wives are bitches or whatever, they love their wives forever and ever. They will never
it's
get
so
a divorce.
true, yeah.
So for whatever reason, even the bitches, they know exactly. It's not the sex or anything. It might be exactly the bitchiness that he likes. They know what they deliver. And as long as they deliver whatever that it is, the guy is like a lapdog. There is ways that women can get the guy to do whatever they want to do. If the guy is driven by passion and love. If you say, honey, I'm going to make you your favorite sandwich. Can you do me a favor? Can you change the hose outside? Because I trust you when you do it instead when the plumber does it. And I'm going to give you the rub down when you come home or whatever. Nobody wants to do that, though. But when you talk to a guy like this, you never need to worry about a guy leaving you. Never. Sweet and love. Love is everything for a guy. They're like dogs. When you said that, it just really touched me deeply. I said, oh, what? Oh, good. She likes that. Okay, I'm going to work on that. Because all I want to be like a doggy. I want to be petted. Not petted like in a derogatory way. I want to respect and pet it. And I want to be useful in a relationship. And what is the biggest message women say? Men are not useful in a relationship. Every advertising tells you the men are stupid, they're walking in, they blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, what is that all about? How the ads have turned men into like these really dorky...
We put women down forever and say, they're just here to clean up. So that's the backlash. And men don't stand up for themselves because they haven't learned to be men.
Right.
I hate that ad. I mean, when I see that shit, I say, that is unfreaking believable how they show man. No wonder no woman has a respect for a man. Exactly. It's hurting more the woman than the man.
Yeah, it is.
Because the woman always sees from everybody saying men are stupid, they think with their dick, which is bullshit. They think with their heart. They say, you don't have to go have sex with somebody else. I pay you. I want you to be my wife. It's not about the dick. It's about the heartstrings. It's about the love. They're puppies. Men are puppies. And they're forgiving and everything if you know how to respect a man and be with a man. Everybody knows kissing is the affection of love. When you know an affection of love is to tell a guy when he does something right, why would you not do this? You kiss him, so why not do that? It's not like more effort. It's just understanding what a guy likes. Every guy knows taking out a woman for dinner, they like that. And they do it. They don't feel like martyrs. They don't feel like bad or anything. Like kissing. It seems like women don't know what to do other than just being the date. That's not enough. You got to do something to the relationship. And what it is basic communication. And also it makes you not being bitchy, because you can't be told a guy 5 minutes ago how great he is. Honestly, out of your heart. Not just, okay, I need to be nice to the guy and tell him what he does good. A guy needs to bring you roses and flowers, but a woman needs to open her mouth. I'm sorry. You don't have to buy anything for the guy, but you have to open your mouth. If you expect that somebody opens your door, then I expect that you tell me what makes you feel good, what I do. And don't complain and what I'm not good enough, that I not make enough money. And then I need to get this, and I get to get this, and I get to, I shouldn't go out with my friends, and I shouldn't, all the things you say I shouldn't do. You expect flowers, you're being treated like a lady, then you have to behave like a lady and act to treat a guy like a guy needs to be treated, treat a woman like a woman needs to be treated. So all the women are liberated, they're more powerful, they've proven that. Men have a hard time accepting that, but so now you're a worthless man. Do what you're supposed to do, pay for everything. You show me that you're worthy for my love, and once you show me that, then I love you. It's already over. Once you ask the guy that he has to show you that he's worthy to love you, the relationship is over. You have to respect the guy from day one. You go out with your guy, you respect him. Like a guy has to be a gentleman the first date. That's not going to work.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
You can try it with your husband. Can't be artificial. It has to become from your heart. And see how your husband is going to change. People that I coach, they said, oh my God, my boyfriend, he never gives me flowers. He comes with flowers. You are good, so give me more of the good. Okay, I want to be appreciated like a doggy. So I'm a good boy.
So you're saying that guys really want to...
Please. Guys are the biggest pleasers there are. Why do you think they want to be all the big shots and everything?
So true.
They want to be pleasers. They want to please a woman. And women want to be pleased, but treat them like that. You can never please me. Like, if I go with a woman that already has that attitude, you can never please me. I'm not trying.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but the thing is, like, women now want the same thing that men want, which is an equal partner who supports them in what they do too, right? Feminism was like, we want to be able to have whatever jobs we want and make money if we want. And now we have that.
What happened was in the 60s, the women were told in school, you can do everything in your life, which I 100% agree. And also, you guys know my opinion. Women are more apt for the most jobs than any man. Okay? Having said that, you have to tell the guys, they need to be told, this is not going to happen anymore. Women are not going to cook for you anymore. What is your new role? So the women have been told they can be like men, which was actually also very harmful for a woman, because they are not men and they can't become man. They can do perhaps the same things, but they're not men. And why not? And we found out women are better apt for most jobs that there are, right? The problem is men weren't taught anything. They were just left in a hole. Just like, okay, the food is not there anymore and the drink is not there, which I think is not the right thing anyway. But if you were trained that this is what you get, you go out, you make the money, you bring the money home. In exchange, because it's a deal, you get somebody taking care of the kids in the house and feeds you and leaves you alone when you come home and then gives you sex, which is insane. It's an insane combination that even took hold. But you can't tell one side and give her life coaching, basically, and then the other side you don't even talk to. And while you're telling that one side, look at the advertising. The husband is always the dummy.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like, come in with the dirty shoes. She
or
just
dorky
polished
looking.
the shoe. Yeah, exactly. He's just the dumb shit. This is where aggression against men started. And I think that hurts women probably more than men. I mean, it hurts both.
I agree.
And it's so easy to have a man. And you say, women want to talk about it. Women want to talk. But you have to put in a place that person. It's like saying, oh, I want to coach you. And if I don't want to be coached, you've got to prep me to want to be coached. Respect the man. Show him your respect. Show him that you come from love. Then you can talk about everything. I know guys that are the toughest guys. When there's a woman that knows how to take that guy and respect him, not manipulate him. Her way of loving that man is through respect. Wow, those men, the toughest guys and machos, become the softest little lambs and want to talk and love that woman. And then they love so hard. You know how men are. When they love a woman, they do everything. They get crazy. Yeah, what is it to be a man? I can't even freaking put a screw into a wall anymore today. What the hell is wrong? A woman should be able to sew up a hole, or know how to use needle and thread. I don't think she should crochet, but if a freaking button goes off, a woman needs to be able to, not for a man, but just for herself, to get herself to be presentable. There's certain things you should know. Like a man should know how to put a nail into the wall to hang a picture, which is not even an effort. Nobody is responsible for anything anymore. Everybody is responsible for everything. And I think that becomes hard.
Thinking that you should write that book.
I think it's an easy thing to say, I'm responsible for everything in this household. Somehow we have to say who does what.
You mean like divvying up chores?
Oh, you divvy up chores. Obviously, in every time two people come together, the guy empties the trash, and so that's usually the dirty work. Those are the chores usually guys do. Obviously, I don't want to have my woman empty the trash. The women that act like men, we need to have men that act like men. There's very few men out there.
Oh yeah, there's so many like wimpy dudes. I'm like, really?
Yeah. See, a father teaches his
I have
son
no idea what's going on.
what's to be a man. And it's not getting better because they haven't learned what it is to be a man. There are some things where men are more apt to do, and there are more things where women are more apt to do. And I feel if you clarify that situation, that doesn't mean every woman has to do all these things that is clarified. And every man doesn't have to know how to nail a nail in the wall. But
Well, and that's like what we're talking about in our last thing when we said that there's no one way to do anything. It's just an agreement that you have within your own relationship with your own significant person.
When it comes to relationship, I understand, but when a man is not a man, it doesn't know what it is to be a man. What is a man actually good for? And I think it develops women too.
What we are looking for is that person who makes us feel good or makes us more ourselves. Well, this is a really huge topic on the dating side. People talk about this like crazy. What women should be offering and what are you offering in a relationship? Like, why should someone go out with you? What are you putting on the table? That's what they talk about on the website.
That makes sense, though.
There's all this scientific research. The woman is more turned on about the idea of the union, the family, where the man is more turned on by her. It's more turned on by that person versus the idea of having a relationship with that person. Women are more into the idea of having a partnership, where guys are falling in love with the woman. That doesn't mean it doesn't mean anything for them, family and the partnership. But they focus on the object. They objectify women, but that's not a bad thing. That's how they are. A guy doesn't think, oh, it would be great if I could go out with her. And he doesn't think that. They follow their emotion. There's a chemistry, and they fall in love with that chemistry, and that's it. Where the woman imagines, with him, I can be more this, and I can imagine myself then having a house, and the guy doesn't think that. Never. No. If you don't start the conversation to get him turned on to that, he doesn't think, oh, it's great to have a house. He doesn't care if he has a house with you or anything. He sits in a freaking tree trunk with you as long as he has you. He doesn't have that. I don't have it. That's all secondary. I want that woman. Everything what comes after is secondary.
Okay, why do you want that woman?
If I want that woman, I didn't think, oh, I could be with her. I didn't think, oh, how romantic. Nothing. You objectify that you fall in love with. And everything is secondary or tertiary. You just focus on that. You feel good. You feel funny. The love feels great. You want to be with this person, but it is about that person. You feel that. You want to be that. You love her. But it's not about, hey, I can take a walk on the beach. Secondary comes, okay, now how can I be romantic with that woman? What would you like walking on the beach at sunset?
What attracted you to that lady in the first place?
Her energy, her looks, her everything, is that what gets me? And I want to just be with that. I want to have that.
How she makes you feel again.
How she makes me feel. It's all about that versus it's not thinking, hey, I could do a business with her.
So do you think that most men just want a woman that can help lead them around or help them feel whole or whatever?
I think they want first them, then they want a partner, where the woman wants a partnership. I think the emotional strength of a woman can help a man to open their heart, allow himself to let go of his protection that all men have. That's why they get strokes and heart attacks. Then come up with brilliant things, because men have a single focus. When they strive for something, they can achieve it. I see it right now with my gal. I work with a man, boom, 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 no questions. But I talk with a woman, even with you two. I have to call you, I have to I have a focus to get this shit done. And you guys are like, I'm just saying. I mean,
no, I
I'm
know
honest
it's
with
good.
you guys.
It's true.
You know,
Like men are so much more career driven and
and
focused,
no,
and
and
women
focused.
are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the thing is, see, one helps the other. I helped you both to get these freaking podcasts done.
Yes, you do.
But that's a good thing, like, and you helped by you being there. You kept me going. See, the truth is never said in relationship, but it should be said. See, I'm not intimidated because I've accepted the fact that women are emotionally stronger than men, and that they're better fit for living life than men. I've accepted that. That's why I'm in peace, and that's why I don't have a problem with that. As a woman, it doesn't make you better because you're better apt to live. You are the one that bears the babies. You are the one that is an anchoring point. And for that, you get the advantage that you can handle intense emotions. You can multitask, because when you have kids, you need to multitask. And the guy can go and he has a focus to get that deer and kill it. He's not getting distracted by anything. He's going to go and get that freaking deer. I think that's all instincts why this stuff comes from. Because you are advanced by nature doesn't mean you're better, because otherwise then you would say an elephant is better than a giraffe. It isn't. It is different. That's why I always say woman and man are not like dogs and cats, but turtles and giraffes. It's a complete different species. The balancing act is that you expect me to be a turtle and you expect yourself as a giraffe, and I respect you as a giraffe, and then we like each other. We feel good with each other. And now let's do something together that keeps making us feel good and better.
Good.
Does that make any sense?
Well, I think it gives some clarity to women on what goes on in men's minds. So it's not about you.
It's all about
taking
love. It's
care
all about the softness that you guys have, but that you have closed up too, because you didn't have the men that were understanding. You run into men to protect yourself actively being macho. Shut up, woman. Is the same as, I can't take it what you tell me. I just can't take you. It is the same thing. It's not different. Macho and metrosexual, it's the result of not knowing what a man's supposed to do.
What protects the heart?
The not engaging in a conversation and not knowing about the difference between man and woman.
Ouch.
Seriously.
Yeah, I think all that stuff is really interesting to women who are looking to date or understand men.
Society made a mistake, and I think it needs time for you woman to soften, to learn how to get into a man's heart without saying, okay, that I control him and manipulate him, I give him sex or whatever, and now I have him and control him. You don't have him. How you get a man is but a bond that you are respecting his love, even if he's not able to, and he's still protecting his love, and he's protecting his vulnerability, and he's shy about things, and he's embarrassed about things. That's what guys are. And if you can say, I see all that, and you soften a man up and you be vulnerable yourself, not vulnerable saying, you know what, I have a rectal itch, that's not vulnerable. To be vulnerable in the context of respect. When you feel, say, you know what, Michael, you made me feel very clear about this, and you made me feel, I think everybody needs feedback, but a guy needs more feedback than women. A guy needs to be talked to and say, you know what, Michael, because you helped me out with this is what happened, and I really, really appreciate that. That does more than if you give me good sex or anything else. And it does it with every man. If you respect the man that he did what he's supposed to do, when you tell a man to say, I really appreciate you. I just love sitting next to you and just hear your voice. Or this lady says, I loved my husband's voice. She was in love with his voice. He read to me all the time. He's a military man. I said, have you told him that? I said, a couple times. Yeah, I coached her then. I would have said, you tell it to the man. I fall in love with you all over again. Through the voice, in his case, was that he was real. And she felt that realness with that voice. You don't have to tell me every time, like automatically, but out of your heart. So, how does that make me feel? That's how you soften him up. That's how you get to his heart, when you mean it. Girls think guys are stupid. Guys are more intuitive when it comes to where the emotion comes from than women, because women have a stronger emotional muscle. They don't need to protect themselves. But because guys need to protect themselves, they have a more refined muscle. And that's why you need to tell a guy that he can feel, is she telling the truth or not? And then you open him up. If he shuts down, that you appreciate it, and you tell him that, and he double checks it with his heart, then their heart opens up. That's how simple it is with men. The interpretation of society is that men are insensitive and complete rubes, and they're not, but it's exactly contrary. They appear like that because they shut down their heart. They don't want to be hurt. They're so sensible. They're so sensitive. And because they love so strongly, focused on one, single focus. Their love so strong. And you know what guys do when they're crazy, they're shooting everybody and everything. They can love so strongly. And when you remind him, Michael, I feel, is that true? Yeah. And I'll open up a little. Hey, Michael, you really did that. And that was really pleasant. I was like kind of sad before. But once you read that story to me, I'm at peace. I don't know how you do it. Okay, she means that honestly, good. But if you tell me that and it's not honest, I'm closing my heart even more.
Good.
Honesty and truth helps always, and that's why I always say give feedback, give feedback, give feedback. We need to have a way of communication where it's not up to interpretation of why that doesn't work or not. This is how men think.
Got it. I got it. Actually, a lot of what you've said tonight has been real good to hear.
Informing the ladies.
I mean,
That's chiming in randomly.
Yeah.
Because it's for women. Now they get what men are thinking when they meet the right girl.
I think there's so much damage done in man and woman that it takes time. I hope I helped. Do you guys have anything to say, Dr. Joen?
I'm going to have to listen to this again because you brought out a lot of things that I had not really thought about before. And I've been doing a lot of counseling with men and women for a lot of years, so this is really interesting for me.
Thank you. Hillary, anything to say?
I think that your perspective is going to be really enlightening to women so that they can understand like why a guy likes them or doesn't. Keep getting out there until you find somebody that feels this way about you.
Let us know what you think and what questions you have, and we will try to answer them. And it's not a quick process. It's not something you can do from today to tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you next time. For more information, go to michaellm.com. That's Michael with double L, michaellm.com. On the upper right-hand side, click on Wellness Team. If you like this show, please pay it forward by sharing it with your friends and like it. Thanks to my colleagues, Hillary F. Brown at hillaryfbrown.com and Dr. Joen Painter at drjoen.com. I'm your host, Michaell Magrutsche. Thanks for listening.